Welcome back to our conversation with Tanisha Sullivan. She's president of the Boston branch of the NAACP. And Tanisha, last month, the Boston City Council voted for a task force to study reparations to Black Bostonians for slavery, redlining, and other racial injustices. This idea has been talked about around here and nationally for at least 40 years. But nothing's happened, really. What ideas would you like to make sure that task force considers? And to your mind, what is the ultimate goal, or what should be the goal?
Yeah, so, here again, I think that, this work around reparations really does speak to the legacy of Dr. King in many ways. One of my favorite quotes from Dr. King is the inseparable twin of racial injustice is economic injustice. And so this idea that we have to address both racial and economic injustice, and the enslavement of people, the enslavement of Black people really is at its root an economic conversation. And so I am very pleased that our city council has advanced this work. The NAACP actually worked very closely with Councilor Julia Mejia back in 2020 to really drive this work, and it was a two-year journey to get to the point of passing the ordinance. And now, as we move to the conversation and the study around reparations, I am really looking forward, quite frankly, John, to our collective discovery in many respects of the role that we here as Bostonians and in Boston really played in the institution of slavery.
Well, not to be Donnie Downer here, but as you well know, the history of this conversation is littered with the bodies of task forces that met, sincerely tried to come up with an idea, and then it's gathering dust on a shelf somewhere. And one of the reasons for that is that the word reparations, poll after poll shows, has some political toxicity attached to it. People view it, some people view it as, why do I need to pay for injustices that I've never participated in perpetrating? How do you get past that?
Yeah, I think this is part of the work, and yes, it is going to be hard. I want to, we can't underscore that enough. This is going to be a challenge, but I also think it's important to note that we've got many examples, of reparations, repair, which is really about justice, right? And so as we really designed this work around reparations, we designed it in 3 phases, and one of them, the very first one, is for us to uncover and discover the history related to Black folks and the enslavement of Black folks here in Boston, and also how our institutions may have played a role in helping to advance slavery around the country. That's an important first step before we even begin a conversation about any type of repair related to the enslavement of Black people.
I'm running short on time here, but I can't let you go without asking you about the convention. People may remember the NAACP convention was due to return to Boston after many decades' absence in 2020. It was 2020. The pandemic killed that idea, but it's coming back. Very briefly, when and what's the headline? So
the NAACP National Convention will be here in Boston starting July 26th with a youth conference. The opening of the larger convention is July 28th, and we'll be here until August 1st. We will be at the Boston Convention and Exhibitors Center. It is a national convention where we will be talking about many of these issues around economic opportunity and health equity, certainly digging deeply into issues related to racial equality, and most importantly, focusing on solutions. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being able to lift up some of the progress that we've seen here in the greater Boston area, but also I'm looking forward to the challenge that we will have, as the eyes of the nation are truly on us here in Boston.
Big moment for the city. Good luck with that. We'll look forward to having you in here, perhaps just beforehand, to help set the stage further for us.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.